Cheers! Welcome to my channel. This is a timely tarot oracle reading about random shift. If you resonate with the title and or the thumbnail, this is the perfect reading for you, delivered at the perfect time in timely fashion, courtesy of the universe through the language of synchronicity. This is a collective or general reading, so parts of it may or may not resonate with you. Also, this energy is timely, so if you're watching this right now, it is the perfect time to watch it. Having said that, if it's been a while since I posted this, what was going on in your energy back then, it may give you further clarity as to your situation now. We're going to begin with the underlying energy at the bottom of the deck. We have the Wheel of Fortune. So destiny is turning in your favor. The wheel is turning. This is the past, the present, and the future coming together in synchronistic order. And on this Wheel of Fortune, we have the Hebrew letters for the name of God, which is Tetragrammaton. Tetragrammaton represents the golden ratio, the fractal of 1.618. It's very similar to how nature counts and manifests in nature. So this is saying it's natural for you to move forward, and the Wheel of Fortune indicates that your destiny is calling, and you're having your happy-go-lucky nature is with you now. The wheel is turning for you. You may have been in a position where you felt like you were really going through a tough time. The wounded warrior represents someone that has been on their destined path, but it's been a struggle to move forward while on this journey. This is 8 wands. These wands represent the element of fire. That these actions that you have taken or other people have taken. So this can represent, it's basically the harvest from what your actions are as well as the actions of others. This can represent, some of these may be burdens that you are carrying for others that you need to let go of, and others may be just, the work that you've put in to stay on your path. In any case, you are being rewarded for staying on your destined path, even though it's been really challenging and difficult. You've managed to land 8 wands already, which is a huge accomplishment. There is only 10 in the tarot, and you're already leaning on the 9th, ready to take action again. You're wounded, but you're still standing, and your fortune is about to swing in your favor. We have this energy here of the Three of Pentacles. So the Three of Pentacles is talking about being in an elevated position, having mastered your skill set, which is why you are so successful despite the energy that you've been basically up against. And this energy is talking about, because you're in an elevated position, a lot of people want to collaborate with you. And you may have gotten into a collaboration with some people that were more concerned about what was in it for them than what was in it for you. The Pentacles represent your lifestyle. So this can represent signing contracts and making agreements that had hidden clauses and loopholes, etc., that caused you to be in this energy as you worked, not receiving the benefit for your work that you needed to. And so this sometimes can represent secret societies. This person is a sculptor, a stonemason, and the people he's collaborated with belong to a secret society. And so when he signs the contract, if you sign a contract with them, then you're beholden to that. They have their own set of rituals, their own agreements within the group. That's a secret society. So, you may not have been even aware of some of the, what you were signing up for basically. But now what's happening is somehow your destiny is changing, and possibly being able to put some of these burdens down and not be in this energy any longer. We have the Hierophant coming in. So the Hierophant represents justice coming from the spiritual realm down to the physical realm. This represents, if you believe in religion, then this would represent, the Pope, the Bishop, the Cardinals, that kind of energy. Someone at the top of the religious realm that is able to bring justice down in that way. And if you're more of a spiritual nature, this would represent going straight to source and communing with the Most High directly, and that would be through meditation and prayer. And then we also have the energy of that being brought down to earth, and the Hierophant is responsible for bringing that into the 3D in the form of a court of law. And so this can represent a Supreme Court judge, someone very high up, you know, a head prosecutor, that kind of energy to get you justice for what's happened here. And the Hierophant has his hand in a blessing. This is saying that this is a blessing for you in the collective here, because I'm reading for the collective. And we do have the King of Pentacles here. So basically this is saying this is what you were owed, basically. So when this is over, you'll be in the energy of the King. Once this blessing comes in from the Hierophant, you'll be in this energy of the King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles is someone who is highly respected for having a strong business acumen. The pentacles represent coin, because that is a big part of our health, wealth, and happiness in the 3D. To have a good lifestyle, you need to have money, but you could have all the money in the world and still not be living the lifestyle you want. And so this might even say you have made good money, and you know, you have been accomplished in that way, and you're looked up to as someone who's you know, respected in the business world. This can this kind of energy, this is the element is of earth, and so quite often this can represent land, properties, real estate, mortgage brokers, banking energy, like someone at the top. Though this would be someone who has some sway. And the energy, it could be financial advisors, etc. So this could be that the Hierophant is, you know, that you have hired someone to work with the Hierophant to make sure that you get your do what's owed to you, and also the so that's the blessing coming in. And this is, but this is also saying that you have been very successful despite this energy. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles coming in. So the Queen of Pentacles, when the King and Queen come together, you're probably a couple. And so the Queen of Pentacles is known for being very resourceful, someone that is able to make something out of nothing. And so even though there's been money missing, you've been able to do well. That's the energy, because this is representing generational wealth, a legacy that you can pass down to your children and also to your grandchildren. It's representing old money. So the Queen of Pentacles is not interested in being flashy with her money. She prefers quality over quantity, and is these two together are one of the most stable energies when it comes to a traditional marriage, and, you know, being in the doing things in the upright kind of energy. And so this is representing, it's not just you, but you also have a spouse, basically. And then we have this energy because I feel like, because the two of you are staying on your path here, that's why this is coming in now. This is saying that you have a strong foundation, even though for finance, even though you have been kind of nickeled and dimed kind of energy I'm getting. You should have, this is what you have, and this is what you should have, basically. And so this energy is actually about the 3 levels of making money. This is talking about having a strong foundation, but this is safe money. It's not enough to really invest or risk, because it's that kind of energy. Then there is the going after your heart's desires, and then also your crown and glory. And this person has their back to the city. So this is representing that you've had to play it small, because you couldn't risk, you needed this just to have a strong foundation to be able to pay your bills, etc., to keep your business going, to keep your household going, that kind of energy. Even though you were being resourceful and responsible, this is why this energy is needing to change. This can be about selling yourself short, like signing up for something that is put you in this energy instead of in the lifestyle that you should be in. and also it's not your heart's desires. This person has their back on the city, and so this can represent having to leave your comfort zone, maybe leave the location where you're at, even for safety reasons, I'm getting, and be able to flourish in another environment. And with the Hierophant coming in, it also represents justice in a court of law. Yeah, it's been a never-ending nightmare. That is, so if you've been in this never-ending nightmare, then this is closing out this cycle. This is talking the 10 energy, or the 9, the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles together is a very strong energy for stability and having a beautiful lifestyle. And this is talking about the energy that you've had to put in to be able to keep, to hold your ground. 9, these both are 9, and they both represent coming to the end of a cycle. This could be something that has been going on for like a decade of energy, and it's now coming, that cycle is closing, because the Hierophant has been sent down from the spiritual realm to shift up on the planet. And this is talking about the never-ending nightmare and waking up in the middle of the night, but it also can represent that that the Holy Spirit comes to people in between the hours of usually 2 and 4 in the morning, and will get enlightenment. And so this is God sending answers to you for how the steps of action that you need to take to get out of this nightmare. And that the universe, this quilt here, has cosmic symbols on it representing that you're covered. It is saying, though, that you're going to have to get out of bed and get out of your comfort zone. So it means, like, again, it's talking here about getting out of your comfort zone so that you don't have to play small anymore. It suggests that you're going to actually change maybe your physical location. And there we have it right there. So this is talking about someone that's crossed into a portal of energy, and they've got their right hand on this wand. This represents action. So this represents moving away from where you are now. Sometimes this card can represent an energy of someone who was married or in a couple situation going single now. This looks like sand, but it's actually water, and these are the ships sailing in, and it's time to hop on board. This could indicate maybe one of these two people here have been involved in this energy. So let's see what's going on here. We have the Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups is talking about having overflowing, never-ending love. So I do feel that both of you were together, and this was an energy that you were dealing with together. So it's not like you're separating. It's more like the two of you are moving forward in a new way. This represents like distant horizons, so it could even be moving to another country. You're going to be compensated for what you lost 100-fold, basically. This is like overflowing with love and having, not just romantic love, but having peace of mind and having a peaceful existence that you really love. These lilies coming on, floating on top of the water represent the beauty that can be grown from the mud. When you're in this position, when you still continue to have faith and you move forward in, a strong way on your destined path instead of, giving into temptation and cheating, then it brings you this. And look at you. This is a promise of fulfillment in a perfectly imperfect world. So this is representing that the two of you have stayed true to each other and true to yourselves. This is going from the past to the top of the pyramid and back down. Someone who is, you're a wounded warrior, but you're standing kind of energy. It's been a never-ending nightmare, and it could be up to a decade of energy, but you are able to move out of this. You and your partner are now moving out of this to receive ultimate happiness, the most happiness that you can possibly receive in a perfectly imperfect world. And that means you don't have to play small anymore. You're going to be able to step forth. This is a reward from God for staying on your path, on your destined path. The wheel has turned, and this is talking the two of you together enjoying this. Awesome. Awesome energy. It's good to see justice coming in. If you're enjoying this reading and you want to get off now at this point, that I have enough information, please do give it a like and comment. It really does help me build my channel, and I really appreciate it. Also, if you resonate with the energy, consider subscribing. I would be honored if you did so. If you want more confirmation here of what's going on with this situation, I'm going to use Tales from the Vector, which is my oracle. I started working on this in 2007. I completed the 64 paintings at the end of 2020. And now I have the time that I'm working with the energy so that I can write up the book that goes with the cards. In the description box below, the cards, oops, I'm grabbing the wrong cards. I'm so happy to see this at the top here for you, collective. Sorry. I was like, what am I doing? I was just thinking about how awesome this is, that, you know, that after everything you've been through, that you're going to receive this reward together, and that you stay true to each other in this. So in the description box below, the cards that I'm using will have the numbers on them. I just need to shuffle a little bit more here, tune into this energy with these. I will put the numbers of the cards in the order they appear here in the description box. This is the order that they are numbered on my gallery on my website, talesfromthevector.com, if you want to check it out to have more information. It's from, the oracle is courtesy of the Intergalactic Federation of Light. So the energy we have is this foolish journey. So this is just talking about this beginning energy was not part of your destined path because you got involved in this energy. And I'm getting that despite that, you stayed on your path as much as you could. Like, you didn't give in to temptation, and it was it took a lot out of you, you know, but you're still standing. And, you know, the two of you were resourceful, which is allowed you to still have a strong foundation to move forward in this way. And the blessing is coming in from the Hierophant, and the Hierophant will also look after this energy. So this is talking now that the wheel has turned, and instead of having expectations that, oh, this was all on the up and up, that now you can anticipate your journey moving forward. We have intent. So your intentions were good, but the road to hell is paved with good intentions. This is a karmic space, kind of just being a little bit naive about what was going on here. Not this energy could have been misrepresented to you, or you just didn't read in between the lines, is the energy I'm picking up. So this is really talking about, you know, you can have good intentions, but the road to hell is paved with good intentions. There's also the karmic space of anger. So yeah, I feel like maybe at some point, and who can blame you, you got into a space of anger, and that will burn you out faster than anything else. And the energy here, that what's so awesome about this is you're clearing karma here. And these karmic spaces are karmic spaces that we can all easily fall into. Somewhere along the way you chose not to give in to the anger. Because anger is the gift that keeps on giving. If you're angry, you're going to pass that anger down to your children, and they're going to pass it down to their children. And so it's the gift that keeps on giving. And so there's such a thing as righteous anger. And righteous anger is when you know you're in the right, and you stay on your path, and you have faith that it's going to work out. This is lack of awareness is another karmic space that you've cleared. And this is clearing it not only for you and your descendants, but also for your ancestors on the other side. So they're cheering you on. Woohoo! Way to be. So this is never underestimate the power of willful ignorance. So sometimes when we're in the biggest problem with lack of awareness is ending up in this energy and missing out on a lot of opportunities in your life. This is talking about you and your lover. And I feel like this, like maybe you were just starting out and you didn't realize what you were signing up for. It seemed like it was a solid deal. And so this is okay. This energy is talking about I feel like it's saying that even though you've been through all this hardship, the two of you are still in a very stable relationship, and you're kind of like young lovers now. It's talking about having the passion again. These represent passion to move forward in this new way together and explore new ways to be, and that you're going to be fully compensated at least tenfold to 100-fold for your time, your money, and your energy. So you'll be more in this energy of that. And this is talking now, the Libra energy, when the zodiac signs come in my readings like this, and they're general or collective, it's not representing a person so much as it's representing the energy of that sign. We all have a little bit of every sign in each and every one of us. And so the Libra energy is when you're a mature adult and you understand the commitments that you're making on a higher level. You've had more life experience to be able to understand. And so because I feel like this was maybe about a decade of energy, and now you have the experience to have the discernment in business, and also, you know, in other areas of life, to be able to make really strong choices, and you can anticipate your journey instead of having expectations that limit you. I really, really like this for you. It's awesome energy. Lessons well learned. That's the best we can do. And you know, you can take comfort in knowing that people who strive to be the best version of themselves are going to make mistakes along the way. And those mistakes can, you know, you learn from them. And if you learn from them and you don't repeat them, then you will move forward and have this beautiful ultimate fulfillment. Congratulations. If you enjoyed this reading, please do give it a like and comment. It really does empower me to build my channel. Subscribe if you resonate with the energy of the channel. I would really be honored if you did so. And I will be back with another timely reading with random shift soon. Bye for now.